This is the CFA Level I video series, which is a series of 58 videos that cover the 58 readings of the Level I program. This also serves as an introduction to the CFA program, an introduction to AnalystPrep, and an introduction to me. My name is James Forjan, and I have made 58 videos to help you study and pass the Level I CFA exam. Each video ranges from 10 to 12 minutes to about 45 minutes, and there are only a few of them that are that long. What I do in each video is I cover the LOSs for each reading, and I lead you through some good answers. We do some descriptions and definitions, and we do lots and lots of calculations. Let's go ahead and start by talking about the CFA program. Do you want to achieve the highest distinction in the investment management profession? This is taken right from the CFA Institute webpage. The CFA credential is held by over 150,000 professionals around the world. When I passed the Level III exam about 15 years ago, there were less than 100,000 chartered financial analysts, and now it's well over 150,000 and growing. The charter gives a strong understanding. There's no doubt about that. In order to pass these three exams, you have to have a strong understanding, advanced investment analysis, and portfolio management. The CFA program is a self-study graduate level program, and it's divided into a Level I, a Level II, and a Level III exam. And passing these exams is just one step to holding the CFA designation. Here are the steps. First, you must enroll in the CFA program and register for an exam. And of course, there are fees associated with it depending on the timing of your registration. And then you need to take and pass Level I, take and pass Level II, take and pass Level III. Now, the Level I exam is offered in both December and June, but the Level II and III exams are only offered in June. And there are the latest pass rates, and those have been pretty consistent over the last 15 years or so. Then you must possess 4 years of investment-related decision-making experience, and then you can join the CFA Institute as a member. What does the exam look like? Well, there's an entire body of knowledge that we will cover in all of the readings. The learning focus is knowledge and comprehension, and so what I want you to think of in this early stage is that there's tremendous amounts of breadth. So there's the knowledge, and then there's pockets of depth, and so there's the comprehension and the integration. And the topic focus is the investment tools. I guess on average, a lot of people say that you should allow yourself 90 seconds for each multiple choice question. What you'll find is that some of them will take less time and some will take more time. Two really formats that the CFA Institute likes to use: sentence completion with the 3 unique choices, and then just flat out questions with 3 unique choices. Here are the area weights. And the fascinating thing about these weights is that all of them seem to be relatively low. I mean, look at this. For Level I, the 2 most important are ethics and professional standards, and then the section on the readings on FRA. Note that quantitative methods and economics, corporate finance, equity, fixed income, those are all about 10%. And then the final 3, derivatives, alternatives, and portfolio management, those are all about 5%. So you sum all those and you get 100%. Now here's the thing, you can't really be weak in any area and expect to pass. Now the exams are derived from these 58 readings, and each LOS begins with what are known as command words. I list a couple of them there. Common ones: define and describe, compare and identify. I happen to like the calculate ones the best because you can actually get your financial calculator out and come up with an exact answer. Now, this is what you're going to be faced with to help you pass the Level I exam. You get the curriculum electronic book, has the assigned readings, it has the learning outcome statements, and then it has the practice problems. Now, what AnalystPrep provides are these Level 1 videos made by me. There's a question bank with lots and lots of practice questions. There are mock exams, which are printable, study notes, and performance tracking tools. And then there's, of course, the amazing customer support, where someone's available to answer your questions all the time. Now, here's a great question. What have I done to warrant your interest in watching 58 videos? Well, I do have a PhD in finance, 1993. I went through the CFA program in 2004, earned the charter that year. I'm a college professor. I've taught at 6 institutions since earning MS in finance way, way back in 1985. I do have a BS in accounting, PhD in finance. I've taught tons and tons of courses. Mostly these days I teach corporate finance, I teach investments, I teach derivative securities. I have taught international finance, but not too regularly. But I have my PhD, I have a minor in economics, and I had 2 PhD level courses in econometrics, so that takes me all the way through the economics and the quantitative methods. My undergraduate degree in accounting, so that takes me through the FRAs. And maybe most importantly is that I have crafted and edited and updated and upgraded a multitude of CFA type questions at all 3 levels over the last 10 or 12 years. So my advice for you is to get ready to go on this big ride. There's going to be lots and lots of confidence building. There's going to be some hills, there's going to be some valleys. Remember that on the CFA webpage, there's a mention of 320 hours to study. I never kept track of the hours when I was studying, but I want to give you some advice that my father gave me. I used to be an athlete back in the old days, and my father would say to me, he would look at me and he would say, you know, son, you can go outside and practice basketball for 10 hours and not get any better unless you replicate game conditions. So he taught me how to put chairs out there by myself. I dribbled around the chairs, practiced my jump shot in game conditions. I pretended that I was in a game. And that's really good advice for you guys in the next several months. When you're practicing, when you're reading, when you're studying, focus, laser focus so that you study and learn. The idea is that, you're capable of learning this material. What is the challenge is retaining it throughout the next several months. And then, of course, on game day in June or December, you have to perform and you have to execute. And so the more you practice dribbling around those chairs, the more you practice on your form and your jump shot, the more you practice going to your weak hand, the better prepared you will be to execute and be successful on that Saturday in June and that Saturday in December. So good luck to all. And I hope you enjoy my videos.